Okay.
Wait. Hello. Hello, and welcome to our podcast. I am Presley Cash. Wait.
And I am Mama Cash.
Hold it down. Wait, maybe I held it too high. We're using microphones. I don't know.
I don't know either. Is this okay right here?
Oh my god, Molly Ringwald in The Breakfast Club when she puts the lipstick between her boobs and then she kneels her head down and puts it on?
Can we?
I don't think we should.
Oh, no.
No. I'm just joking. No, don't do that. I'm just joking.
I think it's cool. Wait,
Mom,
how do I
it's going
sound?
to be bad audio.
I don't think so. See if it is.
Take it off.
Why is it going to be bad audio?
We tested the audio.
We didn't try it there, did we?
We're filming right now. Just take it off. Oh my god.
Oh,
Lex,
she's so bossy.
Lex says stop. This is so funny.
Could I put it here? Where am I supposed to?
Right here. At boob level. No, right here. Okay. This is... Hello.
Is it time for a Pepsi?
It's time for something. I need a drink.
You don't drink.
I drink coffee. My name is Presley Cash, and this is...
Mama Cash.
And we are...
Ozark Runners.
Ooh, that was good! Why is it people clapping? Thanks. Look at this skeleton. If you guys are watching on the video, I have a skeleton with this hand on me.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's weird. I think they'll start choking me soon. What? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
You want me to start?
Do you want a drink?
No,
Do you want to crack open the drink?
I can't put the microphone down.
Oh my goodness, everybody's clapping. We're also live streaming on TikTok. Hello, my name is Presley Cash. It's my name because it's under my name because I'm
okay.
I'm kind of the star and you're just the...
I'm just the sidekick.
Or sidekick.
Yeah, sidekick.
No, I'm kidding.
No. Yeah, I am psychic.
Are you going to upstage me now? Mm-hmm. Are you going to...
Yeah, because I'm really psychic.
I'm psychic too. Want to do the card game?
No, I don't want to do it again, but we did it.
What number am I holding up?
No, I'm not doing it.
Just do it one time.
No, I don't want to do it.
One time.
I don't want to do it.
Hold the microphone out! Boob level. What number am I holding up?
I'm not doing that right now. I've already done it.
Do it once.
And you're just jealous because I got all 4 of them right in a row.
Mom, just do it once.
I don't want to do it. I'm
holding up a card.
I'm talking about... I want to talk about something that has nothing to do with cards.
What do you do when you slay? You ate. Okay, so we're going to set up the podcast a little bit and what it's about. We are live streaming on TikTok. Hello, my name is Presley Cash, so people are tuning in. But hopefully, if all goes well, this will be on Spotify as a video podcast, YouTube, and beyond. Do you want to set up what the podcast is about?
Oh, well...
What the hell?
I started to think...
I gotta take a drink.
Okay, the podcast is about what it's like to have lived in 1 million...
1 million?
Haunted houses. Well, like 23 in the Ozarks, and then I lived in one...
Was it 23? Are we sure?
I don't know, it was 22 or 23. 20. We're not the most organized people. We were supposed to write them all down. We were going to give you guys the name of all these haunted houses that we've lived in here. And that's why it's called Ozark Runner. Because when we would move into a house and it would be haunted, then it was like, oh God, we've got to move to another house. So we just kept moving and thinking.
Wait a second. Jackie says, Mama being on screen is everything.
Thank you, Jackie.
So... But this podcast is based off of my book series I wrote.
Right.
Called Ozark Runner.
Uh-huh.
It's on the Amazon Kindle store as an ebook now. And, I'm trying to think. Wait. I could edit. We could edit all this in post. Is that the word, post? I don't know. But it's based off the book that I wrote about the first ever haunted house we lived in.
Well, it was a series of 4 books.
Yeah, 4 books. First ever haunted house we lived in at the Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. and we name all of our houses. So this one was called the Cozy Cottage. And we actually Tell the story. Tell the story.
Okay. This is back in the day when people weren't afraid to answer their doors, and I got a knock at the door. I got a knock at the door, and I answered the door, and it was somebody, I don't remember who it was, male, female, whoever it was. They said, we're gonna...
Ghost, goblin, ghoul, monster.
We're going to fly over all these houses in this area at the lake, and we're going to take pictures of the houses. We would like to know if you would be interested in buying an aerial picture of the house.
And for the folks at home, what does aerial mean?
From the sky. I said, yeah, I want them. He goes, well, or she, whoever it was, they said, am I losing my head?
You're losing your mind.
Is it falling off?
A little bit. Just yank it on a little bit. Oh my goodness.
How's that? No?
It's pretty good. It's good.
Okay, well, if it falls off, somebody... Hey.
There. Okay.
So anyway, I said, yeah, I'll take 2. I want 2 pictures. And they framed them and everything like that. And then they brought them back, I don't know, like in a day or 2 or something like that. And, that was that's when we didn't have to worry about the people on the outside. We only had to worry about the people on the inside.
Which is a crazy thing that we could talk about sometime. Because, when you deal with the paranormal and ghosts, it's they're on the inside.
Yeah.
And, people want to, get security systems or, security cameras and bodyguards, or I don't know if people do that, but, normal people don't just...
Yeah, they don't get bodyguards. But the thing is that when you...
Did you hear that? Take 5!
No. No, I actually...
No, but I'm just saying, people try to, protect themselves from everything outside. But what happens when they're inside and it's ghosts and paranormal on the inside that you can't fight off?
Yeah.
Necessarily.
You can't really fight them off. But anyway, so I said, yeah, I want this picture. And do you want to hold it up?
Yeah.
She'll hold it up because I might not do it right.
So this is the house. This is
an
the
aerial
house.
View of
the camera's right here, but also the live stream.
Okay.
So this is the house. This was taken June 5th, 2001. This is the first ever haunted house we lived in. And this is actually the house.
It says the date on the back?
Yeah, that the book Ozark
wow.
Runner is written.
We got it out of the storage bin the other day because we're getting stuff out of the storage bin.
So I'm going to show this camera first. And you see my little playhouse. Okay, we're going to show the live stream. Here it is. This is for real. I hope we don't get sued.
I don't think people
there's my little playhouse. If you read the book, I know, right? Let's see. If you read the book, a lot of this stuff will make sense to you. But we're also going to be reading the book on the podcast. So, isn't that crazy that somebody flew a plane over this house?
Unless
and
they
took
didn't.
Pictures.
This is the spirit that brought
Oh,
these pictures.
that's so scary. Shout out to Midwest Photography, June 5th, 2001. Here, wait. Here's the date. If you can see that a little bit.
Oh, it says it on the front?
Uh-huh.
Oh, crazy. And I just think it's weird that I said, yeah, I'll take it. I want it. And that we still have it and we found it.
Oh, I know.
In that one of those crazy storage bins.
The ghost took it. So yeah, this was the little crazy house that...
But you can see how it kind of snakes around. Mm-hmm. Like she talks about in the book how I gotta put this down.
Put it down,
Put
Mama!
it down, okay. No, so
these aren't even on. Or just...
They're not? Why am I holding
They're
this?
on.
Well, the reason why we decided to do it today...
Ooh, wait a second. Jackie asks, where's the graveyard? In the backyard.
No. Well, the graveyard.
Which graveyard?
The graveyard in the book.
There's bodies underneath this house that are unmarked.
Yeah, and in the front and in the back. No, it was crazy because it was back in the day. We were trying to figure out what is going on here. Although I had lived in a haunted house back in the 80s, which was a brand new house. And so basically the moral of the story is it's not necessarily the house. And it's not necessarily a graveyard, but it's what has happened on the land during, history. During time, yeah. And so we were trying to figure out what was going on, and oh my God, this is crazy. And so then we were doing, my older daughter and
I... Look over here.
Huh?
Let's look over. Let's start looking over here.
Oh, is that where it is?
Yeah, this is going to be a little crazy, but this is the first one. So.
Okay. Well, anyway.
And you never forget your first time.
Okay. And so anyway, my daughter, my older daughter and I were all in, and she's into the paranormal and, because she grew up for like 4 years in a haunted house. But, and we even had a priest come to that house. Listen, I'm telling you what, this is all crazy because this was back in the early 80s. And so we're like looking up stuff on the internet and everything. And I don't remember who found it. Maybe it was her, how to find out if there were unmarked graves underneath the house or on the land. So we decided that she was going to go out there with Presley's dad.
This is an exclusive.
Yeah.
From the book.
Was it in the book?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. So she was going to go out there with her dad, and I was going to be in the house. Was she pregnant with Zoe?
Hiding under the bed.
Yeah, no, but had Zoe
I'm
yet?
not sure. We'll have to
read
the book.
Well, anyway, we'd have to read the book.
Sarah says, yes, this is in the book.
Okay. Well,
we have a reader.
Yeah. Michael's not here.
No, Michael is here.
Oh, Michael, are you here? I was just joking around. Okay, so anyway, so they go out there and you use dowsing rods. And if anybody knows what a dowsing rod is, they're like, you can make them out of 2 wire coat hangers. You undo them and they go out, and then they come up and then they come out. All right, so we took, they had 4 because she had hers, and no, I don't remember how it went. But anyway, you guys are getting older.
They come up, they come out. You tie them, they stretch.
I think they only had 1 pair, and the other
microphone at your boobs.
And then, oh my God, I feel like I'm falling apart.
Why do you keep inching closer and closer? You're going to be off the chair.
You told me to stay by this table.
No, but you keep like this.
Okay. Is my crown on? Is my crown on? Is it?
We all got crowns. You need to calm down.
Okay. So.
No.
So, Presley's dad and my other daughter, they went out there. It was at night, and they went out there. I guess he had the flashlight. We weren't filming anything because back in those days, people didn't film stuff, so anyway.
He had a yellow bulky flashlight.
Yeah.
From Walmart that he got on Thursday, June 15th.
Okay. Well, anyway, when you're looking for a grave, or graves, we looked it up on the internet. With these dowsing rods, they'll go like this. They'll cross as you walk across the grave, and then as you come off the grave, they'll uncross. All right. So we had already like practiced at a very old cemetery at the lake. Now, Presley was a little kid. She thought we were just out and having fun in the, forest. But we were
the
doing
forest?
it. Yeah, because it was in the middle of like a forest area. It wasn't like on the road or anything.
Well, it was my great-grandma's house,
Well, I know, but it was down the street before you got to.
Who's
so it was
dead
like,
now? Do you have anything to say, great-grandma?
No. So anyway,
I remember going to that graveyard, and I remember just thinking like, I didn't even know I don't even remember if I knew that it was a graveyard.
Well, I don't think you did.
We were just like having fun. You were twirling wands around, and I was just like, "Life is great."
Well, yeah,
but I'm still in the graveyard.
It was crazy. I was doing this with my back to the tombstones, and I would, it was like, okay, now it crosses, now it uncrosses, and it was like every time it would be right. This would be like a male, so it would be taller. Or a female, and, the same thing, or an infant, or a child. And it was like, oh my God, this works. So, and it was a really...
You just look so funny. You're just like, you look like Doc from Back to the Future.
Okay.
And let me tell you this. No, you look great, but it's just that it's slowly coming off.
I know.
Oh my gosh, Mom. And this is sponsored... Wait, we'll talk about that in a minute.
No, it was just like I had this idea that maybe that would work.
It is. It's working. It's working.
Okay, so anyway, so we went.
So basically, you go to the graveyard. The dowsing rods work. They work when you when you cross them. When you cross them, they.
When you're getting ready to go over the grave, when you're getting ready to go over the graveyard, over the grave, it's crossing. And then when you're coming off of the grave, it uncrosses.
Someone just came on named Benjamin.
Oh,
that's crazy.
It uncrosses.
So, but if you just did that on land with no dead body under it, it would not cross.
No.
Mm-mm. So the energy of the dead bodies, which means our energy never dies.
Right.
So if there's a body under, we should have gotten dowsing rods next time.
Oh. Well.
Next time.
Yeah, no. So anyway.
So if there is a body under the ground or wherever you're doing this at, you could even do it like somebody could lay on the ground and you could try it out.
Oh yeah, we did that. We tried it like that too.
They had me lay down in the graveyard.
No, it wasn't you. I don't remember.
I don't know who it was.
Probably your dad. No, he probably made me lay down on the ground.
What?
No. So anyway,
like, they were just playing with those dowsing rods out in the graveyard. Give them 10 or 15 minutes.
No, it was crazy. And so then my older daughter and her dad, they got some spray paint, and he had a big old fat flashlight like people used to have.
A big old fat flashlight.
No, big old flashlight like they used to use.
A big old flashlight.
And it was at
night. That's
the
merch, the new merch. Big old flashlight.
No.
Okay.
And so they're out there at night, and
yeah, why didn't they do it in the daytime? Was there a reason?
We didn't want people to see us doing it.
Yeah.
But then when we're doing it, people would drive by at night and they'd slow down like, what the hell are they doing?
Because they
were taking the spray paint and marking off the graves.
In the backyard or the front yard?
It was in the front yard.
Did they do it in the backyard?
The person, the paranormal person did it in the backyard. And it was on the side yard and all that stuff. And so...
in this house we just showed. This is real.
Yeah. So anyway, the thing is that...
if we ever get a whole bunch of money, we need to buy this and make it an Airbnb.
No, it'd be good. And you would have to enter at your own risk.
We'll have waivers.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. We have pictures of us on the wall.
Yeah. No, so today, my son, her brother, died 15 years ago today. And so we thought this would be a perfect time to start our podcast, because Ben would just be really into this because of all the stuff that he was exposed to when he was a kid, starting at 7 years old. And anyway, we have some things here that...
Well, wait. So, we want to just say, so you did live in a haunted house in the 80s with Ben.
Uh-huh.
And Ben, loved Stephen King.
Well, yeah, when he got older.
I know, but we just want to, like, say, like, he loves Stephen King.
Uh-huh.
And I was like... Are you going to crack open the Pepsi?
I'm cracking open the Pepsi. It's Pepsi with real sugar. So, if anybody wants...
Yeah. Wait. Hear the bubbles? Okay.
Maybe.
Anyway. But yeah, Ben was just like... He himself was kind of spooky also.
No, but, well, you know what? You know? He was...
Lauren says, did Ben like Pepsi?
Mm-hmm.
Ben liked vodka.
Not when he was a kid.
No, Ben liked vodka right when he woke up in the morning, and now he's dead.
But I think that it had a lot to do with the fact, I think a lot of things have a lot to do with the fact that, he was in that, nobody even thought about haunted houses. I didn't, believe it or not.
Mom, you gotta lean in.
I have.
Oh no! Yeah!
Oh well, that's it. Wait, you know what? I'm telling you a story.
Wait.
You want to put it on?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, here we go. Oh my God, you're gonna break my glasses.
And we're gonna have to start again with Ben like vodka. All right. No. These microphones are like so fucking pointless at this point.
I have no idea. All I know is that when we moved into this
So, in the 80s.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You lived the perfect lifestyle. Had a husband, 2 kids. What else did you have? You look like Sandy from Grease. Did you at this point?
Did you look maybe really a little overweight, Sandy.
Okay, well,
slay. That's okay.
Oh my God. You guys were living in this perfect house named Canterbury?
Yeah, Canterbury.
Canterbury.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben was how old in this house?
7.
7. And
what are you trying to get into my podcast?
Oh my goodness, Kara says, Mama Cash, your hair looks great.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, flattery will get you everywhere.
Oh, excuse me.
So, Ben was 7 years old in this house. How long had he been living in Canterbury? And what year was this? Because we're just generalizing it with the 80s, but I'd like to know the exact year.
It was like year. 1984.
The year Ghostbusters came out?
I didn't watch I didn't see Ghostbusters until, like, it came to the drive-in maybe in the late 80s.
And you know what they said in Catholic school for sex ed? Don't go to the drive-in! Yeah.
They didn't tell us why we weren't supposed to go to the drive-in.
Said, no, whatever you do,
don't go to the drive-in. So we were all like, oh yeah, those were the days.
But you didn't get pregnant.
No, because
you didn't go to the drive-in.
Go to the drive-in.
You didn't go to the drive-in.
No, but so it was 1984. We moved into this house that had been sitting empty for a year, but it was brand new. It was bad. The economy was bad, and so we moved in, and the stuff started happening the minute we moved in. And
by the stuff,
like,
what do you mean?
The paranormal stuff that went on. But the thing was, where am I supposed to look?
Right there. But you can look at me. We're having a conversation.
I can?
Yeah, but not too long.
Shut up. No, and so, it was like, I did not believe in ghosts. And I think God was going, you know what? You are going to believe in ghosts. And you're going to tell the world that people are not nuts if they...
No, I said you can... 2 things can be true at once. You can be mentally ill, and ghosts can be real.
Mm-hmm.
It's, that's another thing that bothers us.
The other thing was that I have a degree in criminal justice and psychology. So, after the Cozy Cottage, when we moved to the next...
We're going all over the place. What do you mean? What do you
I was going to say I found out that...
Pick up the microphone!
I found out that with the modern day, the fathers of modern day psychology. Carl Jung or Jung and who's the other guy? I can't remember. Who's the other?
Carl Jung.
Freud. It's Freud.
Freud?
Sigmund Freud was the other guy.
Is that the circus thing in Las Vegas?
I think that's what they called it, but it was Sigmund Freud. Look it up. Oh, we can't. We got somebody. Jackie, look it up. It's Sigmund Freud. Okay, so anyway.
I don't think
they didn't believe in, both of them. Yeah, it is. It's Sigmund Freud.
Carl
Jung and Sigmund Freud.
And Carl Jung and Freud. Let's see. Freud versus Jung. Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung.
Okay.
Or it's Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung.
Well, I don't know.
Is it Jung or Jung?
I always thought it was
might
Jung.
Be Jung. I think it's Jung.
Lately, I've been seeing people that have been calling him Jung, but it's Jung. But anyway, they were the fathers of modern day psychology, and they both
Leah said, "It's Freud. She is right. OMG,
Thank you.
Presley, stop."
Yes. And so, anyway, so they didn't believe, they thought that if people were exposed to spirits, they were mentally ill. All right. Until Jung, or Young, whatever, however you want to say it, Carl, moved his family to a house out in rural England. And
don't quote us on this.
No,
Look it up for yourself.
Well, it's true.
We need a fact checker on the side.
Okay, well, you know what?
But I think this is true.
It is true. Anyway, so he moved his family out into a house in rural England, and everyone was exposed to ghosts. And so that's when Jung and Freud split their thought process. So the thing is there are still, I'm sure, psychiatrists or psychologists that if somebody goes in there and say, well, you know what, I had they're going to go,
I went to therapy twice with 2 therapists, and I never once brought that up.
Oh, because you were
that
afraid?
I spent my entire life being haunted by
Oh my
ghosts.
gosh.
Yeah, because if I would have said that, they would have been like, you need to be on medication.
Yeah.
You need to be and I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, the thing is...
So in 1984...
In 1984, we moved in...
Were you going to say something important?
Everything I say is important. No, so we moved in there. I didn't, all kinds of weird stuff was going on. I didn't believe in ghosts. And
which is crazy that there was a time where you did not believe in
I
ghosts.
know. God said, oh, really? You're going to go on a big journey, and you're going to believe in ghosts.
Someone said it.
Shut up!
Just joking.
Freaking mean.
No, I'm kidding. There was someone that said you're going to go on a journey. Here. I'll take a drink too.
So anyway, Ben, the first thing that happened just to Ben, he had the bedroom at the top of the stairs. And he would say he was 7. And back then, kids weren't watching the stuff that they're watching now. They were watching cartoons and stuff like that. And he's like, Mom, every night there is a black hooded figure. I don't know if he used the word figure. He might have said person that's walking up the stairs. Okay, Ben. All right. Just turn on your light and you just sleep with the light on. And, that's what he did.
Oh, that's so horrible.
Yeah.
But did he say, so it was basically kind of like he wasn't saying it, but it was alluded to the fact that it was the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, he wouldn't have known what a Grim Reaper was.
And did he say that it had, an axe? Or, a thing that the Grim Reaper had?
I think so. Like he was holding something. I don't know if he said an axe or whatever.
Or no,
he
it was
said.
a pitchfork, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. And I said, okay, well, just turn your light on and you can sleep with your light on. Okay, so, we had that. We had weird stuff happen with,
Wait. We got a comment from Sari Elisa says, I'm a therapist and I would love to hear someone talk about their belief in ghosts in sessions. That's amazing. Maybe I can call you up. I need therapy. No, because honestly, like, growing up with ghosts and the beings on the other side, I believe it's like in real life where you have good people and you have bad people.
Right.
And so there's good and bad. But I think growing up in haunted houses, because we're going to get back to this thing in 1984 in a minute, but growing up in haunted houses changed my brain chemistry. Because you were like, whoa!
Wouldn't you like to go to that one guy?
A brain scan?
Yeah,
whatever.
get the brain scan.
What guy is it?
I don't remember what his name is.
I don't know, but like...
Cause they can see what's happened in your life.
I've had paranormal stuff happen since I was like a baby, but like more aware of it at 3. So when you were experiencing paranormal for the first time, you were an adult.
Yes.
It's a lot different when you're like 3 years old and then you're like 3, 4, 5, 6, always feeling like there's something behind you. Like it was really worse when I was a kid because I was able to really see things and predict and know the future because we are both psychic. So, like, I had, like, an imaginary friend named Caitlin who would tell me things before they would happen. And the thing that, in this book series, Ozark Runner, is my parents would never be like, that's not true. Like, stop.
Or we would never act like we were scared.
Yeah. But, like...
Because, I just thought that if we act scared or something like that, it would, give you a problem. And I didn't want to give you a problem. Yeah. So I don't know what the thing to do would be if you act like that it's something that you need to be worried about. That's going to give...
Well, yeah, I would have been really messed up.
Yeah, okay, so then...
More than I am.
No, but then when you're living your life constantly...
But there was fear. Like, this was like... there's I don't know, we're all over the place a little bit, but it changed my brain chemistry because...
This hat is starting to make my head
because, not the crown, the hat.
No, just the hat.
We're gonna get to that soon. But, because now every creak in the wall or every pounding sound or every wall settling noise, automatically I go, it's happening. Yeah. Like, if I get, like, a weird vibe, like, I'll literally, like, I slept with my head under the covers for years and years, and then, like, literally the past few nights, like, I've just felt so, like, scared and freaked out that I'll literally and I'm like, I don't know, is there something in here? Because I literally put my head under the blankets. Like, but I don't know, it's trauma. Because there's good things about the other side and spirits, and there's also, like, scary things. Or if they're good, and you're little, you don't know how to process that. Like, oh, there's a man walking through my wall. Like, it's either, like, that could be, like, a good man, a good person, but you're still like, what the fuck? Why is there a man walking through my wall?
Well, no, that in the next house that we have to write the book of, she was like how old were you? Like 6, 5? I think you were 5. We moved into there, and then she goes, Mommy.
Yeah, I literally saw a man walk through the wall. And I know this sounds crazy, but Vincent Price was from St. Louis. And it literally, as I know now, it literally looked like Vincent Price. This sounds nuts. Where's my therapist? If it wasn't Vincent Price, it was someone hired to be Vincent Price at parties.
Maybe.
No, but it looked like, like gray hair, the suit, like a classic, like, older man, like, he walked through the wall. I saw him come out of the wall, look at me, and then walk back into the wall. And I said to you, like, Mommy, who was that man that just walked through the wall? And it was so crazy because my dad was sitting there on this chair that we got that my mom called the Antique Roadshow chair. And he was sitting there, and, like, the man walked through the wall, like, right behind him, like, towards him. And I'm like, why isn't anybody fucking saying anything about this? And what'd you say? You gave me a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah. And I said, don't tell anybody.
No, you said,
what?
You said, we can see things that other people... Oh my goodness.
All right.
We can see things...
You guys can see that I have the gray roots.
We can see things...
I love this crown.
Wait.
I have to figure out something.
Jen says, Mama, just wear the crown. Your hair is fine. We got a bobby pin it, I think. Maybe you have a really big head, so... That means you're really smart. There.
It won't fit on my head.
Just keep it like that. No, but you said, we can see things that other people can't see. And just the only people you can tell about it is your dad and your sister or me. Because you guys didn't want you didn't want me telling anyone at school or anything like that because you thought they would call child services and have me taken away.
Yeah.
Put the hat down because it's going to crinkle. Okay. But anyway, 1984. No, but I just want to say, that is a thing. And people that don't... What irritates me is, hopefully there's going to be some skeptics that listen to this that we can start making believers out of. Yeah. Because when you tell skeptics, about certain things, and during this podcast, we'll get into all this crazy shit that has happened in our lives, but, you'll say, in the middle of the night, there's just so many paranormal stuff, but they'll go, are you sure no one broke in? Yeah. Are you sure that wasn't somebody that, they'll just say the stupidest shit. Uh-huh. Because it's they don't want to believe. Uh-huh. Or something like that. But 1984, Ben was seeing the Grim Reaper. Uh-huh. And then...
Oh, it just went on till...
And then what happened?
I can't really remember exactly what happened next, but there were a lot of stuff.
This big thing that we talked about we were going to say in the notes.
When he
woke up in the middle of the night.
Which one?
He woke up in the middle of the night.
I can't remember what.
And your ex-husband.
Oh, yeah. See,
oh, my God.
Listen, you know what I saw online today? It's like I go, what? What? No, but I saw that I take Benadryl for, allergies and stuff like that. And I saw on this thing today, Benadryl can cause, what is that called?
Keep talking. Dementia.
Dementia. And I was like, oh my God. Wait, I don't think that looks good. You think that looks good? Oh, gosh. Are you seeing my widow's peak?
Yeah, you love your widow's peak. This is... Wait, I can't talk right now because I'm not...
No, my mom used to always say, pull your hair back, Sandra Colleen, so everyone can see your widow's peak. Oh, gosh.
Does it feel like it's staying on?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so...
Does it feel like it's staying on right now?
Yeah, it does. Feels like it's staying on.
Okay, that's fine for right now.
All right.
Okay.
So, anyway, Ben woke up and he was, crying and carrying on. He's 7 years old. My ex-husband, my first ex-husband, we went in there to the bedroom.
There's been 10.
Not that many. But anyway, so... so he grabbed him up, took him to the living room. He's holding him because he's flailing his arms.
I thought this just happened in the bedroom.
No.
He took him down to the living room?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, you don't listen to what I say. Been taking too many Benadryl?
I love Benadryl.
Yeah, no. So,
I'll take one now.
No. So he,
I want to forget.
Do we still have people on here?
Yeah, we do. We have 16.7 thousand likes.
Wow, that's great. Okay, so, anyway, so we took him down to the living room. my husband was holding him, and he was trying to flail his arms, and he was speaking in a language that neither one of us had ever heard. It was a foreign language. I don't know what it was. We couldn't figure out what it was. Now, we didn't go, okay, this is a spirit that's causing that. I was like going, what in the world? I think I probably went to the library to try to, back in the old days,
What's
you had to
that?
go to the library.
What's a library?
Yeah, and it was, the only thing I could figure out is that it was a night terror. But
so, like, paranormal and stuff, let's just preface this, paranormal and stuff like that wasn't really mainstream back then.
no.
Like, yeah, you had Ghostbusters come out in 84, but, like, that was kind of funny. You know, it wasn't like, this is real.
Yeah, I didn't.
Like, and what it's kind of sounding like is, I don't know, a lot of people would think that was, like...
What?
Like, The Exorcist coded.
Oh, that's
because that
crazy.
seems kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
because the only crazy big thing was like when The Exorcist came out and you went to go see it, and you know nobody had seen anything like that, right?
Right.
Would you like to elaborate on that
Well,
about The Exorcist?
yeah, no, the thing is that my friend said, you've got to go see this. We've got to go see this movie. So we went to see the movie. It was like, wow, that's crazy. And then I went up to...
Hang on, I'm writing the second book. Okay. No, I'm kidding.
Good, let's get that done.
Oh, The Exorcist came out December 26, 1973. It came out the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. That's crazy.
And
So, 76.
I believe that it was based on a house in St. Louis.
Was it?
I think so. Okay, and so then I had got my soon-to-be husband to go see this.
No, The Exorcist is loosely based on a real-life 1949 exorcism of a boy in Cottage City, Maryland, known as Roland Doe, later revealed to be Ronald Edwin Hunkeler, which inspired author William Peter Blady's novel and film.
Are you kidding? I thought it was in St. Louis.
It says in 1949, a 14-year-old boy known as Roland Doe experienced what some believed were signs of demonic possession, including strange noises, furniture moving, and marks on his body.
Yeah, so the only thing, this is the first thing that came out like
He
that.
He died in 2020.
Wow, and the thing is
what? He was alive from 49 to 2020? That's like 10 decades!
No, it's not. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90.
That's a long time.
90, 20. He would have been like 70. That's a long time.
Oh.
Everybody get ready. 70 is a long time.
No way.
What?
He wouldn't have been 70.
Do the math.
He was
Jackie,
born in 49.
Do the math.
49.
To 2020? We're not math
maybe
people.
So. Okay.
We're not math people.
Okay.
It'd be like 50. Okay, so anyway.
So you went to go see The Exorcist.
Yeah,
and you dragged your fiance.
Yeah. To see it. He was totally freaked out to be freaked out. So you had a world that went to see The Exorcist when it first came out. They can do the math and see how old I am. You just said it.
Well, they don't know how old you... Oh, Leah says at the drive-in.
Yeah, no. It was...
Get it?
No, yeah.
Don't go to the drive-in.
Not the drive-in.
Well, you know, like... So, The Exorcist came out, but, like, there wasn't really anything... You weren't really... Like, now the paranormal and horror and stuff like that is so mainstream that it's not... Like, if I woke up and my child woke up in the middle of the night and was speaking in a different language, I'd be like... This is paranormal. This is fucked up.
Well, the thing is that now it's so mainstream, and everybody's got a show.
Everyone's got a podcast.
Everybody's got a show going, oh, I caught an orb on camera. Oh, okay.
Don't you dare.
I'm not going to. But, you know, it's like, excuse me. This is why we crossed out the A.
Yeah, for haunted. Because we're like hunted.
We're hunted. So
Because this is the difference, like, this is our life story as being Ozark runners, is literally every house that we've ever moved out of in the Ozarks, it's because it was haunted and we were trying to escape what was haunting us. And it's not been this, to my knowledge, I don't really believe it's been the same ghosts.
No, it hasn't been the same ghosts.
It's been different ones.
One house, the same people came.
Yeah. So we're constantly running.
Ghosts.
We're constantly running. And the thing about the movies and the stories that people are used to in the mainstream is that, like Amityville Horror or something like that, like they move into a house, it's haunted, horrible shit happens, they leave, the end. But ours never has ended.
Yeah, no.
And that's what makes this story different than the other stories. And I don't know if it's because, well, I think it's really the area, because when I went out to Los Angeles to pursue acting and singing and all this stuff in the arts when I was 8 years old, that was the first time I wasn't like, oh shit, there's someone walking through the wall. Like, that was when I went out to LA, I was like, oh my god, like, this place is, like, no ghosts. I'm not haunted by anything. And I had, like, never, like, for 8 years of my life, I never had, like, a time or a day where there wasn't something, like, going on from the paranormal.
Yeah, well, the thing is that was probably the reason why we stayed.
Well, yeah,
and
I was
every
like,
time
this is
we
great.
would come back,
the weather's great, no demons.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know they were all demons, but the thing is then we would come back home.
And shit would start again.
Yeah.
And it's like, we are psychic, you know, and in the podcast we'll start talking about different ways we're psychic. So it's like, are they attracted to us because they know we can feel them and hear them and sense them and they feel like we can help them in some way?
Yeah.
Or, you know, I feel like they'll take on our energy, and some houses will feel like what they must have felt. Like, we'll feel depleted.
Yeah.
We'll feel, oh, all of a sudden we're sad. All of a sudden, you know, like the last house we were in, and in the Ozarks, was crazy. Like, I was literally, like, hearing voices in the middle of the night.
That was the one where, if people were on the live shows, where it was a house that had a A-frame, and I was so glad to get out of there.
It was crazy because even on live streams on TikTok, like, we were experiencing paranormal things with you guys, and you guys were like, oh my god, like, I heard that whistling, or I heard that, or you know, I witnessed something fall or fly off. So it's like, this shit is going down. And that last house, like, I was literally hearing like and feeling like a sense of like what happened in that house before we got there.
Yeah, even names.
Yeah, even like,
but we haven't looked it up to see if that was true. But the thing is okay, so then we're out in LA and everything is calm, and then when Ben died,
which was in 2010, so we were in LA. Okay,
so there were several things that happened that put a for sure that there is other things on the other side that people cannot explain. But I knew it was Ben. Okay.
And if you want to try to explain it away, you're not fun.
You can't explain it. Okay. See this? This box. Can anybody see this box?
This is a box I got my mom for a birthday or Mother's Day or something a long time ago. It says Mom on it. I filled it with tons of like coupons when I was little that say like 1 free hug and all this bullshit.
No, but it was funny because she looked in it. We got this out of the...
I know.
No, we brought
that. We've had that forever.
Okay. I thought we got it out of the storage bin, but we didn't. We brought it across the country. And so, anyway, it was weird. She looked in here today. Yeah. Yesterday, she did the dishwasher.
I loaded it only.
That's what it's called.
I didn't put soap in there.
Yeah, she didn't start it up, but she loaded it because I was not feeling well. And in here it says 1 free.
So we take that out. I've done it.
Did you already take it out?
Right here. 1 free dishwasher load.
Yeah. Finally.
You cash that in.
Finally, 15 years later.
Here.
Cash it in.
Hand it to me.
Here you go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. So,
Okay.
anyway, you really took that out of there? Put it back in there. I want to keep it.
All right.
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll forget that you already did it once. No, so...
I will not.
When we got these cards here, I don't... See these playing cards? I tried to do it. I can't do it. Did anybody, when they were kids, make card trains? They would stand them up, and then they would put them on the top, and they would go around. My kids would always make them, and then the other two kids, and then they take their fingernail, take their finger, and then they would fall down. Anybody say they did that?
Sarah says me. I did.
Okay, yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. All right, so we get up. We were, in the bedroom.
Michael did not.
Michael, you did not? Well, anyway, you were born after cards were a thing.
Michael's like, what are those things?
Yeah, those cards.
Like credit cards?
No. But anyway, so I got up one morning and went into the living room.
A little bit after Ben died? Or
yeah, it was a little bit.
Right after? Or...
It was right after Ben died, just a little bit after Ben died. And went out into the living area, and in the middle of the living room floor were cards like these.
And this.
Made in...
And this mom box.
They were standing up.
This was stacked up on something because it was like like an A frame.
I don't know. Can't remember.
This was in the standing up in the middle of the floor.
I don't remember if it was, and it was like, oh my God, Ben, what? We hadn't done anything with cards for a long time, and it was just like Ben was.
Literally contacting her by like putting this mom box in there, like a message.
Yeah. So then I was for sure that there is something amazing going on the other side. And when people act like that it's all evil, it's not all evil. And then one day after he had died, she was up all night. Now these songs just come to her like this. But she was up all night, and she swears that Ben was writing this song through her. And it's a song called Ben. Isn't it on YouTube?
Yeah, I think and I've done it on the lives before, but
yeah.
I was like, what, 13, 14? 15,
I think you were like
14, maybe?
I don't know.
But yeah, like when I write songs, I feel like it's like I never have to really think about it too much because they just kind of come to me, and that's why it's so crazy when you like see a song written by someone that has like fucking 15 writers on it, and I just don't relate to that. But I was like, I'm like Billie Eilish and her brother, but my brother's on the other side, and we're making hits.
You win. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy. But yeah, so that night I wrote this song and we stayed up really late, and I was just like kind of pacing back and forth and, writing these lyrics like, it's a raven in the dead of day, taking numbers, a book of names, like something that, a 14-year-old would never have written, and I can tell you honestly, I would never even have wrote that now. Unless it was coming through me like that. Because, my songs, as you guys you kind of know, some are serious, but most are like tongue-in-cheek and funny and playful and stuff. And this was like, a song that was like...
Who's the bitch now? Is that that song, Who's the Bitch Now?
The Ridge?
The Ridge, is that playful and funny?
Yeah! Who's the bitch? Who's the bitch
now?
No, but like this song was literally like, ravens don't go away unless they name the black pearl on its neck. And it's like, I remember my mom hated rainy days. And I remember sitting with Ben, like, in the morning once when I was little, and he's drinking his vodka. And he told, because he was a musician, 6'7", bigger than life. And, there's, he he was bullied like me, and we were a lot alike, and
Oh yeah, but they wouldn't know. He was bullied like her, and because he was different, and he was a great musician, artist, all this stuff.
could play Stairway to Heaven with his eyes closed,
Yeah,
like Jimmy Page.
No, when he was a kid and he started playing the guitar, he would, that's like a 7-minute song.
Okay, I think it's 12 minutes.
Is it 12 minutes? I don't know. All I know is that he would, I'm going to learn how to play Stairway to Heaven. Okay. So he's like, okay, Mom, listen. No, 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 no. Get like 3/4 of the way. He'd hit a wrong note and he'd go,
I gotta start over.
Like, Ben, no, you
That's
don't
kind
need
of OCD.
Yeah, you don't need to start over. But he started over. But the thing is that he had a lot of, as he got, older, he had a lot of problems because people were jealous, and he got beat in the head with a baseball bat, and he ended up losing vision.
Lauren says, Ben, move something if you're there.
I know.
That'd be so crazy.
I said to Ben before we came on, Ben, you need to be here. But he had lost vision in one of his eyes, and then in the end he lost that eye. And it's like, okay, wait. And it's like
But then, so he got addicted to painkillers.
Yeah.
And then when he couldn't get the painkillers anymore, he went on to heroin.
Yeah, but the thing is that when he died, I got a copy of the autopsy, and it said in the police report, no.
Do you want to say that?
Why not? Okay, wait a minute. The police report said he had he was having an asthma attack because he thought he was having an asthma attack. So he wasn't having an asthma attack.
Sarah says, why did he get hit in the head with a baseball bat?
Because
there were some jealous people.
Yeah.
And they were just jealous of the person he is. And
Right.
they just beat him in the head with a baseball bat.
Right. And, it's kind of like when we lived in Oakwood and there were all these people there for the industry, and they were jealous of her.
Yeah, I had this group of people, these group of kids, literally telling me they were going to kill me and chasing me and stuff. So we were history repeats itself.
Yeah.
But if you want to go back to the song.
Yeah. Okay, so the song.
But I was going to say when it said, I remember my mom hated rainy days. And, I remember, literally when we were in one of our haunted houses, the cabin, Quacker's Cove, and Ben was staying with us for a while. And, he is older than me, so it's that time period we really did get to, I didn't get to spend as much time as I would have wanted to with him, just because he was older and on drugs and, no, I'm joking. No, but just having his life. But I remember he told you Mom, I wrote a song about how you hated rainy days. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking I guess that just came through me, and that was, part of the song. And, I think the black pearl on its neck, I think that's a metaphor for heroin, and I didn't know that at the time. So there's a lot of what is that? Somebody wanted to join the live. Oh. It'll just go away. But yeah, so I literally think that, and it was kind of I was in a trance a little bit when I wrote that song, and it was probably, I would say, the most prolific song I've written, and I would have never wrote that on my own. And so that's and the song is basically a metaphor for what he went through and being addicted to drugs.
Well, and the thing is that she was going to do this for a...
Wait, Jen says, how big of an age difference was there between you? He was 32 when he died.
Uh-huh.
And how old was I?
12, I guess.
12. Yeah, so of course, it's...
you guys were 20 years apart.
Yeah, it's
She was a miracle child, fertility baby. I was an old lady.
I know, but it's like, it's one of the, probably like the, saddest things in my life that I didn't get to really know him as much as I would have wanted to.
Yeah.
'Cause my mom says like we are so much alike.
Yeah.
And I just think like wow, like, and he was a musician and he was a writer and he was like all of these things, and I'm just like, imagine what we could have like experienced together and did together.
Yeah.
If he would have been here.
Uh-huh.
And my sister got it all and I hardly got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that was like, it's one of the, it's really sad because I just, you know, I don't really have a lot of family members, and they don't act the way they should.
We got our people.
The air just came on.
Well, it must be getting cold outside.
The live was restricted for some audiences.
Why?
Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted.
Oh, no. Somebody turned you in?
I think so.
That person that wanted to come on?
We gotta turn this off.
Okay.
How do we turn it off?
Turn it down to like 70.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. That's
But
it.
I'm sure it's fine. There's still people on here. We'll just wait for a minute, because
Can I take a bathroom break?
Sarah says that's the jealous people.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right back. You just keep talking.
Matt says you might want to restart the live so it doesn't get taken down. Well, I don't think it's going to get taken down because we're filming on another thing. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to edit this video. Go on. It bumped you out? I mean, we could start the live over, but... Michael says, me and my sis are 10 years apart, and I also was a miracle baby. That's crazy. Sing a song for intermission. So you were able to come back. That's so wild. Mama Cash is in the bathroom right now, so I'm gonna also record on my computer. Just, I love how we had an emotional moment and then it just looks boom. Okay, I feel like I should get coffee. Ooh. Oh, it was probably because I said what drug he was on. That's bullshit. Whatever. We have 24.8 thousand likes. Do you guys like the set? There's a little ghost reading a book up there. That's so cute. We're gonna keep going. Mama Cash is in the bathroom. I'm gonna get some more coffee. Hang on. Coffee break! Coffee break! Ooh, this is still hot. People are so dumb.
Okay. It's weird. They don't want you to talk about something that is reality. Yeah. Well, let's
just talk about demons.
I got an idea. Let's just put our butt thongs on and gyrate.
Don't say those words!
That's what they have on there.
Yeah, but they're not saying, I'm going to gyrate now. Oh my god, we don't want to get banned.
I don't want to get banned. If we get banned, we'll have to go to Instagram. No, but, so, anyway.
Okay, we're back. Everybody loves the set.
She was gonna do this song, Ben, that's on YouTube. She was gonna do this song at a...
Get the microphone.
Oh.
Boob level, boob level!
Okay, got it. They're down here. No, so she's going to do this song that she had written with her brother at this show.
From the other side.
Yeah, from the other side.
I just want to let you know, we've been on here for 1 hour and 5 minutes so far.
Oh, no. How long can...
It can maybe be 1 hour 20.
That's it?
Or 1 hour 30. We don't want it like 2-hour podcast.
Why? Maybe somebody'd like it.
I'm tired.
Oh, shut up.
I need my sauerkraut.
Be quiet.
I'm kidding.
So anyway, she was going to do this song at a show. And we're sitting there waiting to go. You know, it's in the afternoon. It's going to be like an early evening show. And my phone just started. It was like all of a sudden...
Wait. Excuse me.
No, it was like this song, or no, we're sitting there, and she's going to do this song, Ben, at the show. And my phone all of a sudden went to, like, I was getting a text message, but it was not from anyone, and it was saying, beep.
It was like you were going to write a text to someone. It, like, popped up.
Was that I don't...
And it said, B, and that was, do you want to say his last name or not?
No.
Let's not say his last name. But those were his initials over and over and over again.
Yeah, over and over and over again.
So when things like this happen, it's just like proof that there is something. And you know, like skeptics or whatever be like, oh, it's a glitch. But that's part of the problem. If you don't have your eyes open and your soul open to the messages that the other side or your past loved ones want to give you, like, you will miss that.
Right.
Like, if you're driving and a song comes on the radio that, like, you and your grandma love, like, that is your loved one coming through saying, hey, I'm here right now.
Uh-huh.
Or, like, you know, when we were moving out of California recently and it was a really hard time, we were like, oh my God, we've lived here for so long. And, you know, in the storage, we were putting stuff into storage, and we rented a van, and in the back of the van, there was just like a penny in there, and we looked it up. We picked up the penny, and the year was like the year my brother was born.
Yeah.
Just like these little signs that in your life, like that is, it's signs from the universe, it's signs from the other side. You know, it could be a sign where you're going through a really hard time to, like, keep going.
Yeah, so another song that she wrote, like, for his memory was The Grim Reaper.
Yeah, The Grim Reaper.
Mm-hmm. And
it was crazy because I wrote The Grim Reaper, which is a song, and one of the lyrics is like, my brother got hit in the head, got on... and now he's dead. The perfect murder when you don't let the hand, but don't get me wrong. I know you, man. I studied everything about you. I know your crooked ways. I noticed how to fight you for my brother's sake. So, and that's a song about, like, fighting the Grim Reaper. And
yeah, but
when I wrote that song and I was playing it for you afterwards, I had my ring light in the living room.
Oh, yeah.
And it literally looked like someone pushed it over.
Right.
And it, like, just fell. And I was like, holy shit, this is like...
Oh, yeah. And
this is my brother.
And then when she took her crazy trip to Nashville, the people
that
she was singing that song to told her that she needed to be more serious.
And I'm like,
what?
How much more serious can you get talking about your brother who died from drugs?
You know, they want to keep, it's like they want everybody to be doing
the same thing.
And they're controlling it. You know, so.
Is this a conspiracy podcast now?
Yeah, I think it's a conspiracy podcast because it's like, excuse me? You know, what? You're going to sit there and say that that's not a serious song?
And for people listening to the podcast and that don't know, I went to Nashville for a music opportunity, and it turned out being like the trip from hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I sang my song, The Grim Reaper, and that happened. Don't spill that Pepsi on my computer.
I'm not gonna spill that Pepsi on your computer.
But anyway,
so
I'm trying to think about. Because this is the day that he died, so we wanted to just kind of paint a picture about him and we've
caught his voice on a...
Yeah, we've caught his voice on a live stream. I have a video up about where I'm talking about a therapist who did me wrong, and you literally hear his voice say, "That's fucked up." So, that's another thing. Like, if you guys are entering the world of paranormal, or you want to, like, know more about it, or see if anything's around you, I recommend just, like, putting your phone on, like, voice memo or something, and just letting it roll, and seeing if you pick up any outside voices or anything like that, because that is something that's called an EVP. And that's something we've done throughout our lives.
Yeah, because when we lived in the Cozy Cottage, we had a paranormal group come. I had never heard of an EVP. I didn't know what in the world they were talking about. And so they took, had cameras everywhere, and
I typed in EVP and it says Employee Value Proposition. Wait. An EVP is an electronic voice phenomena. We don't want to tell too much about that because we have about 54 episodes to go.
Well, I can tell that I'd never heard of an EVP, and one of the they picked up like 17 or 18 of them.
Sarah says that's where I am in the last book. So she's at that part in the book when the paranormal team comes out.
Yeah.
And this was before Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We love you, Zach Bagans. We love you, Aaron Goodwin.
Yeah. But the thing...
I met him when I was working at Hot Topic, and he was very sweet.
Yeah.
And I told him every house I've ever lived in was haunted. He said, "Really?"
In the Ozarks?
Yeah, I think I said I'm writing a book about it. As I'm a fucking Hot Topic employee. Like, I'm writing a book.
I loved Hot Topic.
I love it.
It was like going to recess every day.
They're going to say rehab.
No, recess.
I was like, yeah.
No, but, and they picked up my stepbrother's voice. And it was like, okay, now we know these people know what the heck they're talking about. And, my stepbrother I probably can't say that on here, how my stepbrother died.
He unalived himself.
Yeah. And so,
in your dad's barn.
Yeah. And, anyway, so they picked up his voice saying, "I'm just a dream." And it was like, what? And so, the paranormal, we just wanted to kind of give a beginning of what living with the paranormal is like. And, we've had every crazy thing happen you can think of.
I just gotta say this really quick. This just came to my mind. And I know this has, we're not talking about this, but another thing that I wanted... Did you hear that? What was that?
I don't know.
This just came into my mind, and I probably should say it. So my Granny K passed away in 2014. And, she was, one of my relatives that, probably the only relative that was so, that supportive of me and my career and my dreams.
Uh-huh.
She would call me Sunshine. She struggled with mental health issues, and, she passed away when I was 17. And, at her, it was she had the funeral tour. It was like 4 funerals. I know. So I was going to these funerals. This was the first funeral experience I ever did.
Didn't
and I was
she have 4 funerals?
Yeah, and I'm I didn't know there was a tour involved. I didn't.
Nice.
So we went to the first one. We saw the body. I didn't want to see the body, but I did, and we went to all these. And I went to the bathroom at her first funeral, and I plugged up the toilet, and then I just walked out.
Is that what you wanted to tell him?
No, I just walked out. I plugged up the toilet and walked out. I feel really bad for anybody who went in there after me, because there was no plunger, there was nothing. So one of her last funerals, which was at the church, or our little hometown church, I sang a song that I wrote called Broken Heartland. And,
it's on Spotify.
It's on Spotify.
If you want to hear it.
But we recorded it on an iPhone, and we got to start finding this footage and stuff to show you guys. And we got a whole bunch of VHS tapes from the Cozy Cottage that we need to start, as the shows progress, we can start rolling the clip. But, Leah says the funeral tour.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if I don't have a funeral tour, no one will come to my funeral.
Uh-huh. What?
I don't know. Do you think people will go?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Everyone will go. Jackie, if I pass away, can you please orchestrate a celebration of life for me?
Online.
Online. Anyway, so you guys were recording it on the iPhone, and we listened back. Jackie said, I'm on it. Sarah's gonna come. All right. You literally heard Granny K's voice whisper into the phone, thank you.
Yeah.
And so when these things happen, it's like, and ghost hunters or whatever, they're looking for it, and there's people that spend their entire lives looking for something that they just can't find. So it's like, we are really in tune to it, and we were like born with something, or...
Well, I don't know. Okay. Should I say that about the aliens?
No, next week.
We
have this thing.
We have an alien story.
We have this thing attached to us in some way, this psychic energy that we are allowed to experience these things or pick these things up on tape, because I don't believe everybody can.
Ooh, that's good.
Right?
I didn't know that. I don't know.
And I feel, a lot of people could go, well, that's scary, but I feel blessed that we know that there's something after this.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go their whole life like not believing in,
a lot of people don't believe in an afterlife.
Yeah, there is an afterlife. There is something after this. There is something there. Because, when you literally hear your grandma, like, say thank you after you, like, perform a song at her funeral, like, she's there. And, like, she's not there in the casket. She's there sitting next to you.
Yeah.
And, we also want to say, Queen Bee Crown Company. Yes. I saw, she commented a little bit. She said, like, something like, 54 episodes? You guys are going to need more crowns. We want to give a shout out to our sponsor, which is really exciting, the Queen Bee Crown Company.
Everybody get a crown.
Who provided these crowns for us, and that was so, so sweet. So you can go to, I believe it's the queenbeecrowncompany.com. Am I getting that right? And you can, if you guys want to there's a lot of spooky crowns. There's also a Swiftie collection with Taylor Swift themed crowns. And spooky ones, and there's just so many amazing crowns on the website. And Jen is out of Overland Park, Kansas, which is very cool. And you can go on her website and go to
it's right there by Kansas City.
Yeah. Put in the discount code Presley Cash, and you could get 10% off a crown.
Yeah.
Or two. A crown or two.
Oh, when you were in school, I know you would have been wearing these crowns.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Let me just make sure that's correct.
For sure.
I'm so pained that I'm going to have to edit this video. It pains me. When I'm going to have to sit and watch it and edit it. I'm in pain from that. Let me look really quick. Yeah, so you can follow the Queen Bee Crown Company on TikTok and Instagram.
Oh, that way they'll know if they come up with different crowns. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is, the queenbeecrowncompany.com. Again, that is queenbeecrowncompany.com. I keep wanting to accidentally, when my lips don't work, it's like I keep wanting to say, like, queen bean, crown, green bean. Oh my goodness, Samuel says, a video editing session on the live.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Anyway, so we're gonna read, we're just gonna read the intro to the book.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The intro. And we're at an hour and 19 minutes.
Yeah, and if you tune in every Saturday, because she's going to
Are we going to be doing this Saturday?
I don't know. She'll decide what day we're going to do it. But anyway, you'll get a lot of other ghostly things.
Yeah, we're going to talk. Yeah, because the podcast
and if you have any questions that you would like.
Yeah, you can ask questions.
You can ask the questions. I'll DM you the questions. Is that how you would do it?
Well, they can comment questions.
Oh, yeah, they can comment questions now. But if they think of one later, they can DM.
So, we are going to go live every time we do the podcast, Michael. So this book series, 4-part book series, is available on the Amazon Kindle store as an ebook now. I wrote it during the pandemic when we were stuck in our houses.
And when it turns into a TV show or
we want it to be a TV show.
Movie, hopefully a TV show. We already had somebody offer a movie, and I said no. I was like, oh gosh, maybe we should have done it. But
no.
Anyway, we were talking today about who we were going to cast.
I know, we were. Let's see. Okay. So, we're going to read the intro to the book. Ozark... Wait, we're finally getting to the book. Ozark Runner 1, based on a true story. Presley Cash, Haunted, the Cozy Cottage. Alright. So, it starts out with dedicated to my mom, the keeper of stories. It's all for you, always. You asleep?
No.
If dreams are like movies, then memories are films about ghosts. Counting Crows. This intro, should we read all the chapters or just read the...
Just read the intro.
Okay, so the intro, this is called The Night He Came Home. Okay. I wish you could read it for me.
You want me to?
I don't think you can. I don't know. Do you want... I feel like I'll just do it. Not that you couldn't, I'm saying, because it's in my person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. The night he came home. With more shoreline than the Pacific Ocean along the California coastline, the Lake of the Ozarks stood its ground. It didn't make a move, nor did it make a sound. Straight down the pebbles of the rocky road lay an old fisherman's cabin, one that most would find unappealing. One that looked like something straight out of the hit Netflix show, Ozark. Yes, Ozark is a real place, and yes, that is where my story takes place. This battered little old cabin with the spark of a dream weaver and a madman had been woven into an oasis, a little hideaway. Seems as though there is always something to hide from, including yourself at times. Flowering vines whipped up and down the wobbly deck and balcony during warm weather, but they lay dead in the frigid air of winter. During the day in warm weather, a singular window stayed open for our dogs to use as sort of a doggy door, where they could jump in and out and circle back around through the open front door and do it over and over again, like a Groundhog Day ritual, which we're going to talk in the middle of this, which is crazy because all of our pets that we're talking about have passed away, and they're all in the back of this, like, with their little ashes on there, which is crazy how time passes. It was like the Mad Hatter resided there, and maybe he did. So if you want to say something during this, you just jump in. But don't interrupt me. Just, do a signal, okay?
Okay.
Inside, in the back, was a blue bedroom, big enough for just one bed, a wraparound desk to the left, a little TV in the corner, and a tiny closet straight ahead from the foot of the bed. The sailboat border wallpaper lined the top of the walls as if the blue paint below was the ocean, and all the boats had to do was stay afloat. My father lay in the dark blue room, staring at the ceiling. He should be asleep, he thought, but something woke him from his slumber. Despite it being the dead of winter, he was sweating bullets. Different thoughts bounced around his head like a buoy in the water. People have weird thoughts, I've heard him say. Blankets thrown to the side, he sat up. There was an oak mirror inside the little blue room, dating back to the 1800s. Passed down in our family. Despite it being pitch black, he claims he saw his reflection inside of the elderly glass, telling him to get out of bed. It was time to go home. You might be thinking, he is home. Mind you, my family and I have resided in 16 houses at the Lake of the Ozarks. This was before we moved into the rest of those houses.
Oh, gosh.
We call them all home. It's hard to determine which one we consider to be home, our official home. Home is where the heart is, they say. Maybe home is where you left your innocence, where it all began. Home just might be where you thought you'd be forever. As if led by an unseen force, he slipped on his shoes, walked around the bed, past the mirror, and reached for the golden Dollar General doorknob, fumbling as he unlocked the chain lock, the bolt lock, and the lock on the doorknob. Pay attention to the locks. That's a little Easter egg about all the locks coming in the future. He stepped into the living room, which was the size of a sardine can. My father doesn't remember what happened after, or how he got outside in the frigid night air. The next thing, I love the word frigid. I said that quite a lot in this so far. The next thing he remembers is being at the front door of the house that started it all, the house that we named the Cozy Cottage. No one, sorry if you keep hearing this creaking in the chair. That adds to the ambiance.
Yeah.
No one resided there at the time. The door was unlocked, as if it were expecting its company. He wandered inside alone in the dark. He sobbed and sobbed, recalling the exact spots where my baby chair was, and his collection of Christmas cookie jars my mom got him every year for Christmas, and the exact placement of each one. He made his way throughout the entire house, recalling memories and scenes, as if he were recalling a favorite film, calling my mom and pleading with her to reminisce with him. My mom, worried and frantic, called his grandma and mom, whom we called Granny K, from my phone to go pick him up. My mom tried to sound calm as she asked him from Los Angeles, "How did you get there?" He says on the other end, "I don't know. I just don't know. I was just a child overhearing this go down." I had only heard my father cry once in my life. It was when our family dog Scruffy died. We were at the vet in the parking lot on a summer afternoon. He popped open the trunk, and there sat a brown moving box with Scruffy inside. He bawled and bawled like a child as he lifted the moving box with our family's best friend dead in the box. We made our way into Dr. Chi-Chi's office, and I sat on my dad's lap as we looked inside the box to say our final goodbyes. To top it all off, it was the 13th of June, my birthday, not exactly how a little girl wants to spend her special day. As I listened over the line, I heard my daddy cry. I didn't quite know what was going on or how I could help. My dad was a fixer, and I hated that I couldn't be that for him. My grandma and Granny K pulled into the driveway of the Cozy Cottage and went inside with a flashlight, an actual big, bulky flashlight. Yes, way before the days everyone had flashlights on their iPhones, or for that matter, even iPhones. They followed the snake-like pathway in the middle of the Cozy Cottage. Don't break the table, Mom.
No.
The table's moving. All right. They followed the snake-like pathway in the middle of the Cozy Cottage down to my old bedroom. There they found my dad curled up in a ball in a fetal position in the corner crying. They pulled him up and walked him through the darkness to their car, similar to what he was forced to do as a young boy with the two of them when the fighting and abuse in his childhood home would get out of control. They say history repeats itself, and from what I can gather, that is true. Someone, somewhere, someday will pick this story up and realize despite the fear we felt and the sorrow we had, despite the heart-racing, bone-chilling desperation we endured, we were a family. This, at the end of the day, is just a story about a family. The Hahn family, my legal last name. No matter where we are or what we are, the truth is, we have always been, and will always be, Hahn dead.
Yay,
Snap.
that was good.
Snap. Can you snap? Or clap with the gloves? So that is the intro to the book, Ozark Runner. It's raining. Oh no. I know we did the Counting Crows shout out. Ooh, Jackie says, who would play Presley in the show? I don't know if there's anyone cute enough.
I don't know. What about, what's her name?
It has to be a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was 3 years old.
Oh, yeah. No, we were thinking about her sister.
I know. Wait,
Your sister.
I don't know. You know what? Can we just say this really quickly before we end this off? So, Garrett Watts is a fan of ours.
Yeah.
We met Garrett Watts in the grocery store.
Uh-huh. This was
This
years
was like
ago.
2019.
And I was like going, Garrett.
Wait, before we wrote the book.
Yes.
Or before I wrote the book, let's be real.
Okay.
And before we had anything, Lauren said, I can hear the rain. We had no book. We had no treatment written. Nothing. And Garrett was like, oh my God, like I love you guys. And we were like, Garrett, what did you say to him?
Do you act?
Where's your microphone?
Oh, wait. I forgot.
Oh my goodness. My mom's like, do you act? Would you like to be on our show?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I can act. And I just feel like Garrett would play such a great, like, character as my dad.
Yeah.
I feel like Garrett just seems so, like, whimsical and cozy and loving and...
Yeah.
Like...
So that's the first. Does everybody know
yeah,
who Garrett
we want Garrett Watts, I think.
Do you guys all know who he is?
Yeah, he's a famous YouTuber. He was just at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Life with Bree said, I just bought 4 crowns. Your code gave me $20 off.
Oh, wow.
Whoa! Ding, ding, ding.
Cool.
Awesome. But yeah, anyway. So, we got these shirts. We might have some Ozark Runner merch.
Maybe the soon. Coffee cups, if anybody
It's been an hour and 31.
Okay. Hey guys.
But this, I don't even want to leave. Maybe this could be a 24-hour podcast.
No, let's not do that.
We have had 30.7 thousand hearts.
Oh my God, that's great.
This is wild.
Well, is it still raining?
No, it stopped.
Okay, good.
How fucking weird is that?
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I would love, like, because, you know, Mama Cash is like, we got to get on writing these books because we got over 20 books to write. But this story in this house means so much to me because it's where it all began in the Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. And we laugh and say the Ozarks is the new Salem because
it is the new Salem.
It really is.
But maybe everybody, I don't know. Other people
the locals are going to hate us. They're
going to
be wanting to burn us at the stake.
The locals that aren't... No, wait. The locals...
No, the locals will be... The locals will be like, it is haunted.
Yeah, no. If people have been afraid to say it, maybe this will... Because, this is a pretty conservative... Well, I say conservative, but it's all the tourists that come down here during the summer that's not that
are wild. Yeah.
They're wild. There's a show on right now on what?
A&E.
A&E.
Ozark Law.
It's called Ozark Law. I don't know if you can still watch it, but we taped it and we've just been watching it. But it's like they said there was 6,991 locals. And during the summer, it turns into 1 million.
Over 1 million.
Over 1 million people come here because.
But we're just going. Oh, I can edit this down, I guess. But
yeah,
this is the Lake of the Ozarks is one of the biggest man-made lakes in the world.
Yes.
And what they did was when they dammed up.
It was the Osage River. I believe.
Dammed it up to build this lake, man-made lake. Yeah, they knocked on everyone's
give electricity at the dam. I don't know how that works, but the electric company did that. But
so they went door to door.
Yeah, they did.
Telling people these are houses that have been in families for generations.
In 1929, they went door to door,
saying you have this much
so
time
many
to get
days
out.
to get out, and if not, then we're
setting fire to your house.
Right.
So there's a whole bunch of towns at the bottom of this lake. There's houses,
cemeteries,
there's bodies, cemeteries.
Yeah.
So all the spirits, kind of like Salem, are pissed. Because Salem was the Salem witch trials and innocent lives.
But I don't think one of the spirits in the Hell House.
One of our houses
that we named the Hell House because it was really scary. But one Christmas morning, she woke up to someone singing.
Yeah, why are you saying that?
Because it's like, I don't think somebody would be singing, "It's Christmas time," if they were pissed.
That's what I do. When I'm pissed, I go, "It's Christmas time! It's Christmas time!
It's like,
I hate Christmas!"
No, so all these spirits are not evil because she was singing "It's Christmas time."
But a lot of people, they're like we said, in real life, there's people that are pissed and people that aren't pissed.
Yeah.
Or people that are pissed sometimes and not pissed other times.
Yeah.
Piss. Am I gonna get banned off TikTok?
Stop.
Piss.
Stop. Okay, guys, I can't see what anybody's saying.
I've been reading it. I've been reading this.
But
we're gonna do this again.
We're gonna let you know when we're gonna do it again. It's all up to Miss Presley Cash.
What?
I'm just kind of.
I don't know. It's all up to me.
Well, you're
gonna be next Friday or next Saturday.
Okay, it's gonna be either next Friday or next Saturday, and then the other day will be when she's just being her crazy self. And just 411, she's got a very spooky song.
What? No, I don't! Yes, you do! No, I don't! What the fuck?
I thought you wanted to... Don't you have a song that you're
They didn't know.
Well,
it was going to be a surprise.
Oh, no, now they know. It's going to be great. You guys just sit on the edge of your chair. It's just a great song. Oh, jeez, come on. All right, well.
Mama Cash spilled the beans.
Sorry.
Leah said.
What?
Leah said Mama Cash spilled the beans.
Yeah, I didn't say when, where, what, how. I just said there was a spooky song. Maybe all your songs are spooky.
Yeah, all my songs are spooky.
Okay.
I don't even want to leave. Do you want to leave? We've been on here an hour and 36 minutes.
Don't you think we better leave?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
Jackie said, might as well play it now. No.
Yeah.
Is this kind of comedic?
No. No, it's not.
So how are we going to end our podcast?
Okay. I don't know.
Don't look under the bed.
Yeah. No, they're not under the bed. They're over the bed. Have you seen?
They're in the bed.
No, have you seen Haunting of Hill House?
You know what? One of my worst fears is like if I sneeze. Like I do not like to sneeze in the middle of the night because I'm scared someone's gonna say "bless you."
Oh, that's crazy.
That's one of my biggest fears.
Well, what if it's Granny K saying "bless you"?
Granny K needs to shut up.
What?
Even if it was my grandma, I'd go. I literally sometimes like at night when I'm scared, I go. Granny K or anybody that's here that's like my loved one, don't say anything. I don't want to see you. Don't do anything because I don't want it. I don't want it. Oh my goodness, Lauren just said bless you. No. No. You know what? Sneezing is like they used to say bless you because they thought you could be possessed when you sneeze.
No.
That is true. That's why they say bless you. Let me look it up. Roll the clip.
Oh, please.
People say bless you after someone sneezes as a polite and traditional response, rooted in various historical and superstitious beliefs. Okay, superstition. Some theories suggest the practice originated from the belief that sneezing could expel the soul, and bless you was a way to protect the sneezer from evil spirits or ensure their soul return.
Oh, that's crazy.
So every time I sneeze and you don't say anything, and I'm like, I'm okay.
Well, usually I'm drinking a Pepsi or...
Usually I'm drunk.
I'm drinking a Pepsi or coffee or something and my mouth is full of liquid and she goes, oh, thanks for not saying it. Oh, I need to have it on like a thing that I could just click and then go, bless you.
Well, it's just like a nice thing that, like, you know, saying bless you, like, shows you care.
Yeah.
Except if you're a ghost, I don't want to hear it. Isn't that scary?
But that's stupid because if there are good ghosts...
Okay, in the middle of the night, if you sneezed and you heard, bless you, would you be scared?
No.
Oh, well, maybe you want to talk about when you woke up in the middle of the night and you had fingers in your mouth. That'll be next time!
Okay, we gotta go now. All right.
Well, we're gonna stop it on the tape and then we could just talk to the live people for a minute after this. Okay, so what are we gonna say? What should be our ending line?
Ozark runner. Run.
Wait, no, wait.
Not runder.
Wait, no. Put on your running shoes, 'cause you too are about to... No, that's dumb. You too. Thanks for listening. You too are... Something... What should we say at the end? Jen says, you are the cutest comedy duo. This is supposed to... You know what? This is supposed to be serious.
It's kind of cool.
I'm joking.
Comedy.
You know what's stupid? On Spotify, when I set up this well, not stupid, just weird. When I set up this, podcast page, the only category I could do was spirituality.
Yeah.
There was no paranormal
but you
category.
Know what? This
but
is spirituality. Because it shows that...
Bless you.
It shows that there's a big universe out there.
Sarah says, Mama Cash had some scary time at night. Not just fingers. Read the book. It's all there. Yeah, go read the book if you want. Or you can just tune into the podcast and hear me read a chapter at a time for 54 episodes.
That's going to be over a year. Unless we do it more than once a week. But I don't know.
More than once a week.
Can you do 2 chapters?
No.
Why?
Because we've almost done 2 hours just talking.
Well, maybe we won't have so much to talk about next time. Because you know what? We're not going to be talking about your brother's death on the next... You think? What are we going to do?
We have a lot to talk about.
Okay, yeah, I know we do, but don't look at me like that. All right. Thank you.
We need to just have like a spooky outro. What should it be?
Okay. Boo. There you go. That's good. All right. I'm going to take a break here for a minute and
okay.
You go ahead.
We're stopping the tape. Hopefully this taped or I'm going to fucking rage. Okay. So, since I have to edit it and everything, this might not be on Spotify until tomorrow or the next day. Okay, ready? See you on the other side. Yeah. See you. On. No, let's do it like the Ghostbusters something. Okay. Like, see you on the other side. See you on the wait,
other
let me do it again.
side.
Let me see you on the other side. Mic drop.
How was that?